Hi guys, today I'm going to tell you how to be successful on YouTube. First, I'm going to tell you how to get started and set up your YouTube account. First things first, you're going to need a name for your channel, and you want to make sure that this name is unique but also memorable so that people can easily search you up and remember your name. So if you want to go by your actual name but your first and last name are super common, you might want to try doing your first and middle name or middle name and last name or something, just because you don't really want to have a channel name that also overlaps with a YouTuber that's already known. It's not only going to make it more confusing for your audience, but also if they try and search up your name, it's going to be drowned out by the already famous person. Your next step is to choose a niche. You're going to want to film videos that all follow the same kind of theme. Your niche could be gaming or any kind of specific hobby that you have. I do like doing lifestyle videos because I feel like that's kind of an umbrella term for makeup, vlogs, advice, fashion, all that kind of stuff, which gives me, I feel a little bit more freedom while still staying in the niche. And the reason you want to choose a specific niche is because if someone watches your video on gaming and then subscribes to you, and then all of your next videos are completely unrelated to gaming, they're probably going to unsubscribe because they subscribed to you for gaming content and you're not even posting that. So just staying in one niche helps you find your audience, and this audience only wants to see that kind of videos for the most part. Next, you're gonna want your profile picture and your banner to match color theme wise and just aesthetically. This isn't necessary, but it just kind of helps keep your entire feed more cohesive, which I feel helps appeal to people when they're trying to decide to subscribe to you or not. And on your banner, you can also add the types of videos that you do. So you can put vlogs or tutorials, whatever, just in little words on the bottom of your banner or something, just so that people know exactly what kind of videos you're posting without having to scroll through all your videos and kind of figure it out for themselves. Just because if people watch one video and go to your channel page and they see that and they like watching those types of videos, then it just makes it easier for them to know exactly what you're gonna post and if they should subscribe to you. And then I don't think your YouTube bio is super important. I mean, you can probably put your location or a major city you live near just to make it easier for you to get invited to things like brand events, just so that brands know where you live if they watch your YouTube videos. But in terms of searchability, people are probably finding your account through your videos and not really searching vlogs and then filtering for channels and finding yours or something. So I don't think your bio is super important, but like I said, you can just put your location or your collab email, so if brands find you and want to reach out to you, they can do that and find that easily in your bio. But you can pretty much write whatever you want there. Now for the content of your actual videos that you're posting. Unfortunately, if you're just starting out and all you want to do is post vlogs, that probably won't work out too well for you. Just because if people don't know who you are, you're not an established YouTube personality, people are not really interested in your life. They're not really gonna click on a random person's vlog through the school day or something. I mean, I'm not saying you can't post vlogs, but they just don't really have the same potential for virality, I think is the word. But yeah, you can tell if you look at my channel. I just post vlogs for fun, but obviously those do not do anywhere near as well as some of my other videos. But if you do still want to post vlogs, I think what you can do is give your vlogs a purpose. So for example, that could be a week of getting my life together, or what I eat in a day to stay healthy, things like that, because they're technically still advice videos, but just in vlog form. So if you want to film your videos like it's a vlog, just because I find that more fun, you can do that, but then also kind of have tips and advice throughout the video. That's still kind of the purpose of the video, just so more people are more likely to click on it. Which leads me into my next point, that your videos need to be clickable. And this is why advice and tutorial videos do the best, because most of the time people are just using YouTube as a search engine. I feel not too many people use it for entertainment as much now, especially because of TikTok. So especially if you're just starting out and you want to blow up and become a known person so that you can post things like vlogs, you probably want to make advice videos or tutorials, because that's what people are mostly searching for now, and those are the things that most people are likely to click on even if they don't know you anyways. Also, for these videos, I would say keep them under 15 minutes. I think most of mine are around 10, and I feel like that's like a good length for your video, just because personally I know if I'm searching for advice or like a tutorial and the video is 30 minutes long, I'm not gonna watch that. Especially because people's attention spans are so low from TikTok. Like, shorter videos are probably better, at least starting off, especially when they don't know you and they don't know if your video is gonna be worth watching. But the most important part of your video is those first 5 to 10 seconds. So you need a really good hook. Again, especially if these people don't know you, they need to know that either you're interesting, you are an expert in whatever you're talking about, or just that you're worth watching. So in the first few seconds of your video, say it's like a vlog, you want to show that you have some kind of personality, and you can show either that your life is super aesthetic, or you're funny, or whatever, but just something that'll make them want to sit down and watch the rest of your video. And then if you're doing an advice or tutorial video, you want to make sure that you let them know exactly what you're going to be telling them within those first few seconds. Because if you don't do that, then they have no reason to keep watching your video, and then they'll probably leave and try and find a different one. And then for my advice videos, I like to keep them numbered. One of the videos I did was 50 things I wish I knew before starting high school, and having them like numbered helps me stay organized when I'm planning. And also I feel like it makes people more likely to click your video because it's like in list form rather than you just talking for 30 minutes. Having it in list form helps people know that you're just gonna get straight to the point, rather than like fluffing up this video and saying random things instead of actually giving the advice. And also I put the number and whatever advice I was giving on the screen, and then I just kind of elaborated on it when I was like actually talking, just so that people who are listening on silence are able to also watch the video. And then also if people want to like kind of skim through the video to see if they want to watch it or not, like they can kind of see what I'm talking about rather than actually having to watch the video, because I feel like sometimes that might make people just not want to watch it at all. Lastly, when you're thinking of video ideas, try and keep in mind what time of the year it is. So like that video that I was just talking about, the 50 things I wish I knew about high school, I posted that in June or July of last year because I knew that everyone was going to be probably searching that up in like July and August, which is right before school starts. Now I'm going to talk about some of the things that you should be doing when you're actually posting your video. Your thumbnails and your titles are one of the most important parts of your video, because this is the first thing that people see when they decide whether or not to watch your video. And you need a good click-through rate for YouTube to keep pushing it out. Otherwise, they're just going to assume people don't want to watch your video and they're just going to stop pushing it out. And going along with this, I would also say don't make the title like on your thumbnail the same as your actual title, because you're given 2 chances to convince your audience to watch your video. You want to like maximize the possibility that they're going to click your video. I feel like that didn't make sense, but just make them different. I would also say try and keep your thumbnails consistent for each video. It just looks more aesthetically pleasing and cohesive when you're on your video, like when you're on your channel page. But also you want people to see these thumbnails and like recognize that it's you. A lot of the time subscribers will come from people just consistently seeing you on their homepage, in their searches, whatever. They'll have watched a few of your videos or just keep seeing you, and then they'll decide to subscribe. And so it makes it easier if people can recognize your thumbnail style. Also, you should have this option when you're posting your video, but do make use of the cards and like end screen, because you want to keep people watching your videos. So for the end screen, like just put other videos that you think people might enjoy based off whatever they just watched. You might as well promote some of your other videos anyways, just to keep them on your channel or to get them to subscribe to you. And then for cards, try and place them strategically throughout your video. So like if you say something in your video that relates to another one of your videos, then you can put a card tagging or like tagging that video. And when you're posting, try and make sure that you're staying pretty consistent with your posting. I think once a week is a pretty good schedule for YouTube. Once a week can be a lot though, depending on what kind of content you're making. So I know a lot of people that do like every 2 weeks and they're still doing good. You just don't want to take super long breaks like I did, because YouTube will have to relearn who to push your videos out to. Every time that you post, they're like analyzing if these people are clicking your videos and what else they're watching, so that they can learn who exactly wants to watch your videos. But if you keep taking breaks and coming back, then there's new viewers that they're trying to like analyze. Now I'm going to talk about things that you should think about after you've posted your video. Just know if a video flops, it's probably not the actual content of your video, it's probably the thumbnail and the title, because people have no idea what you're talking about in your video if they're not even clicking it. And you can always change your thumbnail and your title even after posting, so just try changing that and see what happens. And also keep in mind that YouTube is not like TikTok. YouTube videos will still keep getting pushed out if it's 10 years later, and your videos might take months to blow up, so just be patient and don't delete your videos, just leave them up, you never know. And make sure that you're interacting with your audience, so liking and replying to comments. Please answer questions that people are asking you in your comments, because they're so much more likely to subscribe to you if you don't ghost them. It just shows them that you actually care, and it also makes them just more likely to come back to your channel. You should have YouTube Studio and an analytics tab. So here are a few things that you're going to want to look for in the analytics tab. You're going to want to look at your click-through rate. You can do this for either just like in general or each individual video, but basically it's going to tell you if your thumbnails or titles are good enough, because if you have a low click-through rate, when people see your videos on their homepage or in their search, they're not clicking on it, so you need to go fix that. And then you can look at your average view duration on each individual video to find out where people leave your video and like stop watching. And then go to your video, find that spot and watch it, and try and figure out why people might be leaving and like lose interest after that point. And then you can fix that for your next video. No matter what, just start posting. I feel like for YouTube, it takes a lot of experimenting and figuring out what works for your audience and for you. And try not to care too much about the views or subscribers that you're getting, because you'll just get discouraged if you don't blow up like immediately, and YouTube is a much slower process than TikTok for the most part. So just try and focus on actually just making good content, and the subscribers and views will come with that. And remember to post what you want and not just what you think is best for subscribers. Obviously a balance of both is good, but if you're not posting something that you enjoy, you're not going to even enjoy actually making the videos. And then you're just going to get burnt out and not want to post anymore, especially if you're not seeing the subscribers and views go up like you want to. But anyways, I hope this video helped. I'm thinking about making a part 2 because there is so much that goes into YouTube. I can make videos about shorts, monetization, editing, but I wanted to keep this video kind of short, so I might make a part 2 for that. Well, anyways, I hope this video helped, and I hope I inspired you to start posting on YouTube. So thank you guys for watching. Bye guys!